Hey guys, today I'm here with Micah Aldrich to talk to him about his experiences as an engineer. Micah is a mechanical engineer by trade who works for Eli Lilly. Micah, can you tell us a little bit about your story and how you ended up where you are?
Yeah. So I think from my earliest memories as a kid, I was always interested in kind of physical and tangible things. Um, so I was always a kid that enjoyed building with Legos and blocks and things like that. And as I got a little older, um, built stuff with kind of random materials around the house. I remember building some bridges between a couple of pine trees down the street and did things like that. So I think that was kind of a early, indication that engineering was maybe something that was kind of up my alley. And then from there, I guess when I was in high school, I actually did have the opportunity to go through Project Lead the Way at Warren Central High School. I think I probably took 5 classes when I was there, and really enjoyed those. I was also somebody that enjoyed all my math and science classes. I absolutely loved my calculus class when I was a senior in high school. And then I did college at Hulman for mechanical engineering. And yeah, I guess after that, that's when I went into the industry.
So, what does your work look like on a daily basis?
So I work at Eli Lilly and Company, and I'm in one of the insulin manufacturing facilities, and my current job title is reliability engineer. So that kind of deals with the maintenance program for a set of equipment. We have a lot of pumps and flow valves and things like that. And so I work on setting up the maintenance plan and kind of throughout the life cycle of equipment. My job is to make sure that it continues to operate efficiently.
So, if one of my students wants to become a mechanical engineer and maybe work at Eli Lilly, what sort of opportunities should they be looking for?
So while there are certainly lots of kind of formal opportunities out there, and I took advantage of some of those when I was younger, like a bridge building competition or an internship or job shadowing, those things are great. However, I think for me, the most impactful things were kind of the everyday opportunities that surround us. So, I work with a lot of piping in my work. Well, there's piping in my house. I've got plumbing and I've got water supplies. Um, and just everywhere we look, there are things that have maintenance plans. And so a car has a maintenance plan that has to be followed. So I think my biggest advice for an opportunity would be just look around. Everything that's out there was engineered by somebody. Try to understand how those things work. And that kind of level of curiosity is something that's really beneficial as an engineer.
So, if you could give some advice to a high schooler who's considering a career in engineering, what would you say?
My biggest advice for a student that wants to pursue engineering would be just be curious about kind of the things that are around you. The core of engineering, I think, is kind of a certain level of curiosity about how things work. And that's true for all different types of engineering. I'm personally somebody who gravitates towards physical things, which is why I did mechanical engineering. I also considered civil engineering because that's also tangible, physical objects that I feel comfortable with. But if you're somebody that is into computers, there's the same holds true in being curious and understanding how things work. And so I think that's probably my biggest advice is just stay curious and try to understand things, try to figure things out, and that'll really serve you well because the same principles by which you try to understand things as a 16-year-old kid at home are the same ones that can ultimately lead to you being really successful in the industry if you maintain that level of curiosity and try to get to understanding about things.
Anything else that you'd like to say to high schoolers about pursuing whether it's engineering or a math and science oriented career of some sort?
I encourage it. I think it's something that is beneficial and you can do all kinds of things. You kind of pursue that and it's something that will really benefit you well, whether it's in terms of getting a job that is stimulating and valuable. but also just throughout the rest of everyday life, you can apply that in a lot of different ways. And so definitely encourage anybody who thinks they might be interested to, just think about some of those things throughout life. And if that seems interesting, then it's probably a great path to get into.
Okay, thanks, Micah, for taking the time to talk to me today. And if you're one of my students and you would like to ask a specific question to one of the future engineers that I talk to, please let me know. And if there's a specific engineering discipline that you would like to hear about, or if you'd like for me to interview somebody from that discipline, let me know as well. I'll see you next time.